Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be again continuing our OverTheWire Bandit series. We'll be solving our level 30 to 31 first, and we'll slowly move to our next level. Okay, let's read the goal. There's a git repository of this path in the port 220. The password for the user 30 is the same as the user bandit 30 git. Okay, so this is the same problem that we already solved in our level 29, right? 28, 27. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clone our repo, right? Okay, so we'll be cloning the repo that is in our this path. So as I said, the best way to do this is first make a folder like something level 30 git, okay, and press enter. I've already done this. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go there, right? Just give me a moment. Yep, and level 30. Yes, I've already done this. So as you can see, after this what you're gonna do is, right, so what you're gonna do this is now do git clone. So what you're gonna do is git clone, right? And what you're gonna do is copy this path, right? Make sure okay, so, yep, okay, so copy this whole part, right? So once you do this, okay, yeah. Copy this path and go to its host and paste their correct port number, which is 2220. Once you do press enter, your repo will be copied, whatever is in that path. So now if you do ls, there is a repo, right? Once it is repo, go inside the repo and do ls. So there is a readme.md file, right? Let's quickly learn what is inside that. Okay, it is in just an empty file because the developer has not kept any of it. So what we are going to do is, obviously, like in level 29 we look at the log commit, right, to find the password. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look over there. So what we're gonna do is, as you can see, okay, sorry, so okay, there is just one commit. It is initial commit of readme, and this is a commit id. Let's quickly see if there is something that we can find over here. So as you can see, there is nothing that is useful for us. So what we are going to do is, as there is nothing in our log file as well, our next ninja tool will be looking at the branch. So check branch, we'll be looking at branch, so these two are the branch, right? So let's check the header and master. I don't think we'll get any useful information from here as well, but we'll check. So in order to do this, check out. Let's check for the branch master first. So okay, what we're going to do is, it is up to date, so there is nothing that is useful for us. And let's check out here head, and there's nothing for us. So we didn't even find the password at our branch as well. So our next tool will be our tag git tag. So what basically is tag? It is useful for to store a specification of a version, git version, or a not so useful things that is stored in our git tag. But what developers do is that they even if they delete the commit, I mean the password in commit, right, they delete the code in commit. So what happens is they forget to delete the code that is in our tag. So what we're going to do is we basically are going to look at our git tag, right? So as you can see, there is a secret in our git tag. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore this secret. So how we're going to do that is git show secret. So if you do this, you'll get the password for next level. So this is how you solve this level. So we basically explored the tag level, right? We checked the commit, we checked the log file, we checked the branch, we didn't find it, but we found other tag. So basically this is how you solve this level. Now let's move to our level 31. Yes, level 31, and I'll quickly move out from here as well, but I will copy the password because we will be needing the password. So now let's read the goals. So the goal, there is a git repository, there is a path for bandit 31. The password for 31 git is the same as bandit 31. So basically it's the same thing. Make the folder known as level 31 git, and once you go inside the git clone, you know, the same process, and paste this path over here and correct to 0 in your host. Then once you do that, right, please make sure to do that because I've already done it. I've already cloned it, so I've already made this level 31 as well. As you can see, there's a repo, right? So I'll be quickly going to repo. So this repo will only come after you clone this as bandit 31. Okay, so once I do this, right, I'll do ls. Okay, just wait, give me a second. Yes sir, now there's a readme file. Let's quickly do readme. Okay, this time your task is to push a file to the remote directory. Detail file name key.txt, and the content is this, and the branch is master. So what we're gonna do is there's no more exploitation, just we have to send our content to our key.txt. We have to push it into our master. So what I'm gonna teach you is what we're gonna learn is, so how do we do this, right? First do echo, and do what you're gonna do is as it is sensitive, it's better to copy the same content and paste it over here. And what I'm gonna do is, right, I'm gonna put that may I comment into our key.txt. So once I do this, my key.txt is formed, right? So our main goal here is to send our the key.txt into our git. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do git add. So if we do git add key.txt, right, so you as I'm not getting an error, but you might get a git ignore error. So if you are getting that error, what we do, what developer did is, so basically developer what they try to play a game with you, that you can't you know you can't add the key.txt in this repo because the developer had that way. But what we can do is that if you do git -f, that means you're basically forcing key.txt to be added. So once you do that and press enter, do -f and key.txt and press enter, you will be able to add your key.txt. So once I do this, right, okay, I already did this. Now I'm gonna do git add key.txt. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do commit. So commit is nothing, just a comment that you want to pass when you are committing it. So basically I'm gonna do is added or requested txt. So I'm gonna just do this, and I'm gonna do press enter. Once I do this, I'll do git push, and where we have to push is at a branch master. So I'm gonna do master origin master. So basically origin is where the repo lives. So basically if you do this, you'll see a bunch of okay go to 31, right? So copy this, and as you can see, ignore this red line, just go to this, and this is a password for next level. Well, there is the password for next level. So copy this password and paste it in text editor. So basically this is nothing but developer has made that whatever we push, it is automatically deleted, or you can't push. So basically it is showing you this, but you already have your password. So well, you can just ignore it. So this is how you solve this level as well. Now let's move to our next level, which is level 32. Now this is one of the most trickiest level of our over the bandit problem, right? Level 22 to level 33. So what we're going to do is, let's run the goal. After all this git stop, it's time to it's time for another escape. Good luck. Okay, now this is very interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, let me clear it first, and let's quickly go to our bandit bandit 32, right? The red bandit, yes, bandit 32, bandit dot labs dot over the wire dot org port 2220. Once you do this, go to your text editor and copy this which you just found, go to your terminal, paste it. Once you do this, now the thing here is, this is a developer, this is a level that developer has made, that whatever you type, it is automatically going to translate it to uppercase. So as you can see, welcome to the uppercase. Still here it is this, right? You know, if I do ls, right, this is the basic list file command in Linux, right? So but when you press enter, as you can see, ls, the permission is denied, and this is automatically translated to ls. So even if I do cat, right, so see, it is being translated to uppercase. So what we can do is, we have something called another we have a special command or a special variable in our Linux. So there is like a $0 or a $1, right? So what $0 is, I'm going to explain you. $0 is something that that tells you the name of a program that is currently running. So the name of the program that is currently running is cell, and the cell is basically what it is designed is, whatever you type, it is going to translate to uppercase. So but this super variable, it is not case sensitive because it is symbol, right? So the rule doesn't apply to our $0. So what it's going to do is computer is going to see is going to see this, and once we press enter, it's going to create us another cell where the rule won't apply for the uppercase. So if I do this now, if I do ls, see, the rule is not being applied, and we have an upper cell, and the system is designed in such a way that we are directly being directed to our upper cell file. So if I try to do file and upper cell, mind you, the tab won't work over here because it is designed that way. So if I do this, right, as you can see, this is a setuid permission file. Wow. So we know setuid file is that when we use this kind of file, we will be able to access the password for the next level, right? So basically what we're gonna do is, if we do cat cat etc the slash bandit, my bad, bandit pass bandit 33, we need the password for bandit 33, right? If you do this, you'll get your password. Mind you, we have done the same problem, I mean not the same problem, but setuid problem in our level 27 as well, but there it was -do file, which is the same. It has a special permission for our setuid, but the difference is that there was a normal script, that is a normal cell that was being used, and we didn't have direct permission. That's why we did this, you know. Sorry, I'm gonna show you this, and bandit 27-do something, we did this, that then only we did cat etc, right? But here we are being directly directed to our upper cell, right? So that is basically, that's why we don't need to use upper cell. If you do this and upper cell, the computer will be confused because it is already inside the upper cell. So if you do, it is trying to run itself, and again you will be trapped in the upper cell rule that the developer has made. So this is basically how you try to escalate it, exploit it. So this is how you solve this level, and this is kind of a end, because well, at the moment level 30 doesn't exist. The developer upload one level every year, I guess. The level has not been out yet. So this is the end of this video. If you want the documented version of each and every level from 0 to 34, I mean 34 years, everything is in my GitHub. The link is in my description, and well, this series has been completed. Thank you for watching, and well, congratulations for solving this over the bandit problem. I hope you have learned with me. So thank you for watching.